And another big story tonight, a Rochester teen learned his fate for beating a group home counselor to death in Lockport. But before Anthony Allen was hauled off to prison, he fired off at the judge. News 4's Lori Schultz has more on a very tense and dramatic sentencing day. Lori?
Yeah, that it was. The convicted teen killer's remarks really stunned those in the courtroom gallery, which included the victim's family, of course. His attorney told the judge he advised him not to read the statement, but as you'll see, he read it.
I'm pretty sure you have been waiting to be able to hold someone responsible since day one. But the fact of the matter is that I'm not responsible for the death of Renee.
Anthony Allen didn't deny he played a role in the death of Renee Greco. But prior to being sentenced, he told her family he wasn't the one who beat the Lockport group home worker. He also lashed out at Niagara County Court Judge Sarah Speranza.
You disgraced the title honorable, and you don't deserve to have it in front of your name.
His shocking remarks came while he read a prepared statement his attorney advised him not to read. Minutes later, the judge labeled him a monster.
I have very rarely in my life looked into the eyes of a monster. And from the first moment I saw Mr. Allen, he's one of three.
Allen was arrested in Buffalo 16 months ago, a few hours after fleeing the Lockport home with a second teen, Robert Thousand. He testified that Allen planned the 2009 slaying to cover up a theft. His angry remarks at sentencing had to do with a change in the wording of the indictment during the trial that he believes opened the door for his conviction. His attorney also had several heated exchanges with the judge over it.
I'm speaking towards the mitigation that he did not actually do the killing.
In the end, the judge called the evidence of Allen's guilt overwhelming and sentenced him to 25 years to life in prison.
The only truly violent person in that home was Mr. Allen. Everyone was terrified of him.
After court, Renee's family expressed relief, but also anger.
His own speech showed what we knew all along, that his respect for women and authority is why he was sitting in that courtroom today.
He is cold-blooded. He is evil, and it is true. Everybody, including staff, was scared of him.
The judge also disclosed new information about Allen's violent past, which prosecutors hope shed light to the true nature of this case. Well, Allen's statement came as such a shock that some question whether or not he wrote it. I'll have more on that coming up at 6. In the meantime, the man who testified against him returns to court next week for sentencing unless the judge grants his motion to withdraw his plea to manslaughter. Live, Lori Schultz, News 4.